On this episode of Non-League to Premier League with the FC Isle of Man, we take a look at our form up until the January transfer window and see how we're getting on in the league and the cups. Now let's run the intro. After the draw to start the season, we didn't have many players in the squad. Now we've filled out the squad with many more signings, and they've all turned out to be fairly decent. We've even got some young players in who haven't done so badly either. So let's take a look at the schedule. After the first game of the season, we were playing the Sir Alex Ferguson tactic. We then lost back-to-back games and we had to swap the tactic out, and it really did work for us. I'll show you the tactic in a minute, but just going through the games, we got a respectable draw. We had a massive 6-5. That was absolutely class. Although we did get knocked out of the Aizu FA Vars by Avro on penalties. What can you do about that? But then the wins just kept coming in and in, absolutely smashing it. We won 10 on the trot. And then we got beat to Charnock Richard 1-0, which was very disappointing. A 2-2 draw after that, and then a nice 3-1 win away from home. Left the league table looking like this. We're currently sitting top of the league, 4 points clear and a game in hand over Bury. We also beat them in the league as well, which was a big win at the time. The two contenders that we're going to have to look out for is Bury and Kendalltown if we're going to get promoted, because one team only gets promoted automatically. If you finish second in this league, you do have to play a playoff game. And as we know in playoff games, anything can happen. But our Henry Onkenla, he's absolutely class. He's got 22 goals. He's second top goal scorer in the league. He's got joint top man of the matches as well. He's nearly there on average rating too. Spencer Gordon, been playing out of position lately, but has been whipping in the assist as well as Sharp. They've been absolutely balling it out for us. I can't ask for more from this team than what they're actually doing. So taking a look at the squad and how they're performing, let's get into the individual players. Terry Smith is a very decent goalkeeper at this level, although he's kept 8 clean sheets in 26 games. So it's not all about him. It is going to be about the defense as well. The experienced goalkeeper has been helping us. And as you can see, we couldn't get a backup goalkeeper in on time, but our regular back four has been very good. Diego Latite has been an absolutely insane signing for us. He's got 3 assists in 24 games. He's been 5-star for us. He's absolutely far too good for this level, and he will help us out if we can get promoted next season. Another player who I feel has been a big signing has been Ryan Schofield. Absolutely solid at the back. He hasn't scored for us yet, but he's not a player that we're expecting goals from. He's an absolute leader at the back. He's been doing very well for us. Since he's come in, he's been absolutely class. I can't say no more about the man than what I just have. And then if we take a look at some of the other key players in the midfield, we've got players like Callum Hope, who's been banging assist after assist, and he's starting to score goals as well now. And I'll show you the tactic where we've been playing him. He's not been playing in the Mazzela. He's been playing as a deep line playmaker. He's been absolutely class, the quarterback of the team, as I like to call him. Looking at our wingers, Mackenzie Sharp has had a very good season. 9 assists, 6 goals in 26 games. Can't have asked much more for him. He's been absolutely brilliant for us. And then we've got players like James Byers, who in the new system has been playing absolutely out of his skin. He's got 14 goals in 25 games with 6 assists. Playing as a shadow striker, he's been absolutely insane. There's nothing more I can ask from the lad. And then the inexperienced front line, Henry Okenla, has been absolutely class. As we saw, he's the second top goal scorer in the league, 22 goals in 25 games. Absolutely leading the line expertly. It's going to be definitely tough to keep this young man at the club. And also up front with him providing goals has been Sam Faber. What a player. For only 16 years of age, he's got absolutely insane work rate and finishing. There's a lot that he needs to improve on, but he's got 17 goals in 26 games for us at the age of 16. He could be a really top player one day. Another player we brought in as well, Fraser Gay, improving all the time, comes off the bench. He's got 2 goals in 3 games. He doesn't get as much time as what he should because players like Henry are keeping him out of the team, but he's developing really nicely. I think one to keep an eye on throughout this save. He could definitely help us this season and most definitely help us next season if he starts to improve like this, as we've been seeing. This success has been down to this tactic. It's the GYR Swanzola. I'll link it in the description below. It's not my tactic, but it's a very OP tactic for Football Manager. And it's a tactic that I've loved for the last few seasons on FM. And it's working wonders in the Northwest Counties Premier League, believe it or not. So to start off, it's a sweeper keeper in goal, two ball playing centre backs, two wing backs on support, one box to box midfield player, one deep line playmaker, an inside forward, a shadow striker, an advanced forward, and I changed the inverted winger to a normal winger as we don't really have an inverted winger at the club. It's a positive tactic with a fairly wide attacking width. It's be more expressive. It's a high tempo with low crosses, and those low crosses have been scoring so many goals for us. In transition, it's counter press, counter, distribute to full backs, and throw it long. Out of possession, here's the defensive shape. We prevent the short goalkeeper distribution and we get stuck in. That's been the difference. Getting stuck in has really, really been the difference. It's a very physical, and we've been dominating teams. They've been complaining in the media that we've been absolutely bullying them, but we don't care. We're the Isle of Man FC, and we'll bully teams how we want to bully them. To round off this episode, I wanted to touch upon our absolutely amazing budget and amazing fans that are making us have this massive, massive bank balance for this level. Most clubs are getting 80, 90 supporters in. We're getting 8, 900, 1,000 supporters in every home game. And those ticket sales and everything else is really pushing this club forward. As you can see, the gate receipts, we're getting about 9K per month so far. And then we've got decent merchandising as well. Match day income is absolutely class. So they're buying beers, they're buying the pies, they're buying everything. The Manx people are really getting behind this club, and it's very, very good to see. If we look at our projection, we're projected to have at the end of the season 133K in the bank, with the end of the next season being 203K. That's absolutely class. For a club at this level, that we could potentially improve our training facilities as we move up the leagues with the FC Isle of Man and really build this club into a big powerhouse. They've got the facilities to do it, and I'm really looking forward to this journey. And I'll see you on the next episode where we see if we can do a league and cup double in our very first season in charge of FC Isle of Man.